everybody, Miss Teacher here. We're taking a look at question number 9 from L19, which is a loaded question, very difficult. I wish there was an easy way to do it, but there just isn't. Which describes how to write an equivalent expression for 4x divided by 10y, and they give us a bunch of choices here. What I'm going to recommend we try is let's try some hypothetical values for both x and y, and then we'll apply each of the things they're suggesting for each answer choice and then see which one yields us with the results of 2 equivalent values. So if we try simple numbers, like how about for x we'll try 2 and for y we'll try 3. So we're just rewriting, this expression rewritten, and now we substitute it in the values. So remember, this means 4 times x, and if we substitute in the value for 2, 4 times 2 would give us 8. If we substitute in the value for 3, 10 times 3 would give us 30. So we come up with a numeric expression when we substitute our hypothetical values of 8 divided by 30. Now, let's reflect back on what we know about equivalent expressions. I have 2 fractions here that are equivalent to each other, since this is really in a fraction format. And I just want to remind you all about the idea of cross products. If we do 1 times 4, that's 4. And if we multiply 2 times 2, we get 4. Did you know that if you have 2 fractions that are equivalent to each other, if they have matching cross products, that's more evidence that the 2 fractions are equivalent? So we're going to use that concept to help us look at each choice. If we look at choice A, add the same number to the numerator and the denominator. So let's say we're going to choose the hypothetical number of 5 to add. If we add 5 to 8, we get 13. If we add 5 to 30, we get 35. So let's use that idea of cross products. If we take our original expression of 8/30ths, and we take what we came up with by adding the same number, which in this case we just chose 5, and we compare that to 13/35ths, we would check the cross products. So what you're going to need to do on your piece of paper is find what 8 times 35 is, and you're going to get some number, and then find what 30 times 13 is, and you're going to get some number. Now, if they're the same number, then these 2 values would be equivalent, and perhaps A is the answer. But let's say you get different numbers. Then you're not going to pick that. If we look at choice B, square the same number for the numerator and the denominator. So instead of adding 5, we'd be squaring it. So let's erase our work here. And let's square. If we were going to square this value, that's 8 squared. Wouldn't that be equal to 64? And if we were going to square this value, that's 30 times 30, which would be 900. And you're going to follow that same thing. You're going to take the 8 over 30, and we'll take the 64 over 900. And you're going to check the cross products. Now this we can do with mental math. 8 times 900 would be 7,200. And if we do this times this, you're going to check to see if this 30 times 64 is also 7,200. Now let's say it isn't. Then don't pick that one. If we look at choice C. So let's erase all of our work from trying choice B. Choice C says multiply the same number by the numerator and denominator. So let's say our hypothetical number that we're going to multiply is, let's pick something easy, like how about 3? Okay, that's multiplying the same number. Now if we do 8 times 3, we get 24. If we do 30 times 3, we're going to get 90. So check your cross products. Find what 8 times 90 is. Hopefully you can see that that's 720. That's supposed to be mental math. And now find what 30 times 24 is. Now, if you get the same thing, if you do 30 times 24 and you find that that also equals 720, which would be true, like these 2 fractions have the same cross product, then you would say that these 2 things are equal, and you would pick that one. Now, if they don't match, then you're going to go on to choice D. So choice D is saying subtract the same number. So here we multiplied by 3. So you would try subtracting. Perhaps, maybe you could even stick with the 3 if you want to. We're just trying hypothetical values. And if you confirm that by subtracting 3 and checking the cross products that doesn't have a match, then, you'll have your work necessary to answer the question. All right, good luck.